about your memories of Perth in the town? Would you have probably been more teenagers and older by the time you became aware of
And Perth
the
was
town?
a lovely city. With all its own individual shops.
Well, like everywhere. There's no place got private shops now, really. Not to the degree that they were.
Been lots of changes.
No,
Oh, any town's changed
it is.
because every town has been killed off by councils letting people build outside. And we could have told them 40 years ago that was going to happen.
What is it you remember then? I can read about things like the different industries that there were.
Well, there was a Glover's, what was it?
Incorporation.
Yes, and that was like,
Well, they were very powerful. Well, the guilds were powerful.
yes.
And the Glover Incorporation were one of the most powerful ones.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want anything to do with the Guildry, you ask Bill Montgomery or Ali Anderson. They're in the Guildry.
They were, you know.
Well, Ali Anderson's the dean at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill Montgomery was the dean. Or no, Michael Nordell's the dean just now. Ali Anderson was the dean last dean. As far as I remember.
That's about the.
They're the folk for the Guildry. I mean, you had coats, which was spinning. You had shields, which was linen, wasn't it?
They
You
were
had-
on the Dunkeld
You had
Road.
all the dye works, Carmel's dye works, which is now Highland House. You had Pullers, which is now, what do you call it, Townhouse in Godsby Premier Inn. You had the glass works out, well, it was up at Moncrief, but it was out at the shore at Vat when it was Vassar. But Moncrief were always at Moncrief, even when they were before. The Moncrief's glass works started off as ink manufacturers.
Where was that?
You know Morrison's? Well, across the road from Morrison's there's some new flats.
Oh yes, that's
Right.
yes.
That was Moncrief's Glass Works.
The glassworks.
At the corner of High Street and Canal Street, that corner there,
Yeah.
that red building that's the bank there.
Oh,
There was a big red building like that on all the four corners. And the post office was on that corner there, and it was a
was
beautiful
it
building.
black?
No, it's red.
Ah, but it was collapsing. You know why it was collapsing? Well, what's Perth built on? Sand.
Is it?
Yes. It's a flood field for the tea.
Right.
Simple.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to build, you've got to go. Nowadays, they go down 4 times further down than they used to do years ago, because it's an alluvial plain. Is that the correct?
Sounds very good.
Oh, great. Sure, no, I mean that is why there are not many old buildings in Perth. Because the old buildings in Perth are left, and the ones like the St Paul's Kirk, which should be pulled down. But that's because somebody owns it and they won't do anything.
And it's true, there are not a huge number of old buildings,
And they tell you St John's is the oldest building. I'm sure it's not that old, the actual building. The site is, because remember, I don't know if you know, that in the 1920, was it? There was 3 churches in that.
in that
We'll call it in the building.
Yes,
And they
there
made
was,
it into
there
one.
was 3 churches there.
So it's not that old. And it's not that important looking to not down the City Hall to see. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's local politics.
that's another one.
Yeah.
But do you remember the City Hall being
Best
place
best dance floor in the world.
Yes.
dance as a dance floor?
Oh yes.
Springy.
Oh really?
It was lovely.
Wonderful springy dance floor. And it was if you go to Edinburgh and go and look at some of the Usher Hall and the other halls all over the country, they're the same build as the City Hall. They were all built to a pattern in the, we'll say, 1880s, 1900s. Because the same architect built them probably. I mean, And they did.
And the City Hall too had all, the Perth Festival. It's not called that now. The children, the children's one,
The school.
they were all held in the City Hall,
That's right.
and they were full with parents.
The thing
But
is,
now you see.
they have it in St Leonard's in the Fields now.
Mhm.
Anyway, the thing is, the City Hall is probably nearly as old as St John's. And but I mean, it's all. You see, the only other old one is the Fairmaid's House, which is not the Fairmaid's House.
Yes.
At least it's a suitor's house.
This is
Yes.
was a suitor's house, and yes.